So this is going to be the about page. So it looks like we got a little dark square here. I have to incorporate that. Did I save this image? Do I have the dog? I got the dog. Can't doggo. Okay, I got the dog. So this is what we'll be doing. Honestly, we're just going to copy this, and then we really just got to do this. So the first thing we do when we add a new page to a static, hand-coded website is just Control A to select all, Control C to copy, Control N for new, and Control V for paste. And I'm going to save, and we're going to put it in our HTML folder. This is going to be about.html. Save. And there it is. So the way to link it is we're going to go up here, and in the navigation, we're going to go to Kent's story, and where the href is, we're going to do /HTML to go to the root directory, go into the HTML folder, and then go to about.html. So there's that, and we save that. So now that works. And we got to do it down here in the footer. Whoops. We got to do it in the footer /HTML/about. Save. And we should do that for this one as well. So /HTML/about. And up here, Kent story /HTML/about. So there's that, and now we get to change this into about Kent Scott. And change this to main. Let's see. So I think that's all we really have. Except, so we're going to keep, let's see. So basically I'm going to hang on to issues. It looks like we're keeping issues, gallery, and donate. We're removing strategy. So let's get rid of landing and qualities. Learn more and story, but keep the issues, right? And we're going to remove strategy. We're going to keep the gallery, and we're going to keep the donate. And what I need to do is I need to create a new CSS. So go to my CSS and do about.css. So there's that. And up here, instead of style, we need to load about. But we don't have those styles. So what we need to do, actually, let's just make this full screen so that this will make life easier. We're going to split right here. And up here, we're going to take our style. So, what are we keeping? We are keeping, let's see, close this. We're not keeping learn more. We are keeping story, so we're going to copy story. And let's collapse. And we're not keeping strategy, but we're keeping gallery and donate. So one of the neat ways about the way I do my CSS is it makes it very easy to just add it to new pages. Oops. Looks like we got some errors. We got some red going on, so copy and paste. Okay, that's better. Now let's close, collapse all of these. So right there we have all of those three sections already done. So when we save, and let's go to about, See, they're already done. They're already there. You could just port that, you just copy and paste that code in those little CSS chunks, right? And you just move them over wherever you want them, and it's all completely responsive. So it's a great way to organize your work and make it really easy to just, copy and paste and move sections of a website over to different pages or even different websites entirely, so that it makes your development time easier. You already made these things, why not reuse them? So now that we got about there, and let's bring you down to the bottom. Bring you back down here too. And get me back up here. So now we just start, we start with our HTML. So right away, what are we working with here? So we got we got an image. And let's take a gallery. Let's just copy and paste this. So I want this to live in a container. And this is going to be landing. So we got an image and we got a content group. And I think that's honestly as easy as it gets. So we got our content, and we got H2, we get our key issues, and then I'm going to copy this, copy, that's going to go in a P, and then copy all this, that's going to go in a P. And for some reason we got a large margin bottom, so I'm just going to put a class on this. Margin bottom, make it nice and easy, very descriptive, so we're going to push that down. And then outside of the content, looks like we're just going to have our image, 335, 684, and looks like that's not what we got. So it looks like he also changed the image, so now I gotta re-download this. Export. Let's save as Kent Doggo. Now that should be 335, 684. That's not it. Interesting. Well, let's let's play with it and see how it goes. So we got that, and next we got, let's copy this again. So we have another section, and that's going to be the qualities, I guess. So if we do qualities here, right, where's my image? I didn't put my image here. And it is Kent Doggo. And that is important, so that is Kent Scott posing with his white dog. Good enough for me. And now this stuff, so we got this, so we're gonna have this container that's gonna live on, and looks like it's gonna be broken up into three, so we got 3 items. It's basically, so it's these guys, but longer. I'm just gonna do it normally. I'm not gonna try and get cute. So we're gonna do dot item. So I think I'll just have I'll be spending more time, you know, retooling that code than just writing new code. So in this item, I need an image next to content. I'm just thinking if it looks like it floats up a little bit on top of it. So if I do if I make this item with this in it and a content box, and I flex that, I do display flex and put them next to each other, and then I push this one up and I push these guys up a little bit. Is that what I do? I think that's what I do. So inside the item, I'm gonna have an image, and what are they called? Did I not download the white ones? So let's export as an SVG. Icon 1, 2, 3. Icon. Oh, maybe I do. Let's find out. I guess I'll just put it in there. /images /icon 1, and we're going to do aria hidden equals true, and then loading equals lazy. So that's that one, and then our content box with our h2 wise steward ship. And then we're going to make the line with the pseudo element. Copy this, and we're going to do a P. Okay, and take this item and do it again twice. So this is, oh, no, capital. Wise development. This can be icon 2. And wise governing. Alright. I hope so. And icon 3. And we also got this in this field. So I think that's going to be a span that we're just going to have up here in the field. And we're going to do class equals sub for a what is that called? Superscription? Subscript. So in the field, that's going to be there. And that's it. So let's go to our styling here. So you got our landing. Oh, there we go. So we don't have our landing. So I'm going to copy our little titles here. That makes things easy to read. And then I'm going to copy my media queries. Make mine 1 for 0. Okay, and just to help you out, 768 pixels. This is going to be 1024 pixels, and this is 1300. So this is the standard breakpoints that you just want to keep aiming for all the screen sizes. This is standard tablet, and then this is like the newer iPad Pro tablets, the bigger ones, and this is also horizontal tablet at 1024. This is also small laptops at 1024. So 1024 is a very important breakpoint to target because there's so many screens that utilize that number for horizontal and landscape orientation. And then we also have our 1300, which is our standard normal desktop size. This is small desktop and iPads and stuff and horizontal, and then this is normal desktop. So you want to make sure your designs fit within the 1024 as well, because a lot of times you're going to get designs that fit into 1300, but what do you do for 1024? How do they fit? Well, you got to make a smaller design. So we got our story, our landing, and this is a landing. And let's copy and paste this again and make qualities. Doop, 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 doop. Okay, so I just love seeing things already done. So let's go ahead and inspect. Let's go to responsive, go to our iPhone. Now, so it's a little wordy up here. And we also got this little gray box. And what I'm going to do is, because it's at the bottom of this box, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, this section isn't going to have a padding bottom on it, so this is just going to sit. So imagine this. This is the section right here, right? I'm going to have this sit on the bottom, and I'm going to add a pseudo element to the section that is this tall and 100% the width, and I'm just going to make it overlap this manually, and it's going to sit inside of this quality section at the bottom. I'm just going to make it as tall as it needs to be up here on desktop and tablet and whatever else I need to do. So that's how I plan on doing that. I think I'm going to make this full width on mobile. It just makes sense. So on here, you don't want your pictures to go below your text. You want it to go above so that the context is more implied that it's with these. Because if you put it underneath, it looks like it might go next to this. Because when you're looking at mobile, you know, you're going up and down. So like when you have something on top and you scroll down, like a picture and text, that's usually the context. The picture goes with the text. But when you go underneath the text, it's like you're done with this section and you're on to the next. But if this picture's underneath here, you don't associate it with this. You associate it with the next group. So that's why on mobile, I'm going to move this to the top. There it is. Okay, so on our landing, let's scooch it down a little bit here. So on our landing, we're going to do landing.container. And we're going to turn this into a flex container, display flex. And we're going to do flex direction row, not row, column. We want it to go up and down. And then I want, I don't think I need anything else here. Nothing's going to change. Except I got, you know, no, I'm going to do that later. This is the margins. So what I need to do next is I need to do landing image. So that's going to be order 1. And then landing content, that's going to be order 2. So now they swap. That's the order. You just tell the order that you want it to go in. Very nifty part of Flexbox to dictate where things go. So we got this. We need more space. So our landing, we're going to need a padding top of 150. Is that enough? No. I have to go even more. 200. Not 1,000, 100. That's cool. Except, see, this is just, it's too big. It's taking up a lot of scrolling real estate. So this image, we're actually going to width of, I don't know, 150. So let's just do that. No, I think, I'm wondering, because it's kind of awkward. I would like to like cut out a square or something, or like a longer one. This feels awkward. I mean, even if unless I display block it, margin auto, I can center it. It's still such a weird orientation. So what I'm going to do, I think I'm just going to do this. going to put it in a, let's see, it just in a div, and I'm going to put a doggy. So I'll put this in a div, and I want to look at, cause I want to get this to work. I'm going to get this to work. Object fit CSS. So this property is supposed to allow me to fit it inside of, let me see, inside of a box. Yeah, see, I want object fit. Which one do I want? Okay, this is fill. This is none, so I want it to take up the entire one. Okay, so let's try this. Okay, so I got doggy. I want, okay, doggy. So width is, I want to do 100%, but I want to do height of like 200 pixels. Okay, and do I gotta put it on the image? Image, contain narrow, scale down. Okay, I think I put it on the image. So if I do image, object fit none, will it fit? See, it's supposed to fit its container. This is contain. Fill. Maybe it's fill. Let's see if that does anything. That's just not doing anything. Doggy. Image. Am I doing something wrong? Resize to fit its container. You can alter the alignment of this place image using the object position property. Maybe I need a class on it. Image. Because all of these have classes on them, so maybe I need a class. No. Contain. Let's see. Better landing, better container. So you get a doggy here. This is it, right? And it won't let me do it. Is there something I'm missing? See, I tried doing this in another video. I can't seem to get this one to work, but it's a neat little thing. But gosh darn it, I just can't work it. Object position center. See, that doesn't even work. I gotta do display block. Is that it? No. It's just unreal. Unreal. So what I'm going to try and do here, overflow, hidden. Cool. Now what I'm just going to do, I'm just doing my own damn thing here. I'm going to center it. So position relative, and then I'm going to do this. I'm going to center it in there. Let's see if that, okay. So now what I want, I just want actually, let's just center it horizontally. And let's remove these. So X, top, let's just do 100 pixels. Uh-oh, Width 100%. What's happening? What's happening? Oh, 50%. Top 0. Let's do negative 50, 60, 100, 160. Okay, looks like I gotta make it taller. 300 and 120, 100. Okay. I can live with that on mobile. So let's do landing H2. Let's see what that looks like. Font size 40 pixels. And I want black. So let's go to our core styles. Let's go back to the top here and let's get our Alerion black. There's that. Oh, not italic. Come on. There it is. Okay, and on this doggy, margin 30. Let's go to margin about 30. And landing dot margin bottom. It's going to be a margin bottom of 50 pixels. Margin bottom, and it's engine. All right, engine. There it is. So there's that, and that's honestly it for that one. That's it's as easy as it gets. And we're not going to do that crazy. Yeah, we're just going to do that for this one, and then so we got this section now. So this section's done, and now for qualities. So right away, I want the background to be var primary. So that's our background. And right away, I can tell you that I want, I'm just going to remove this. Why do I need it right now? That's just in my way. So I need, okay, looks like I did pull them out, so that is the right one. So let's get this rocking. So our H2s white, font size 30, and let's see what that does. Cool. Text align center, and then I want that for my image as well. So do this image, display block, margin auto, and then margin bottom 30. And then I want to do qualities. Let's just copy this because we're going to basically use the same things. Qualities P, and I think all my P's are going to be, whoops, I'm going to remove that font size. Text line center. Such a weird center. I want my item. So margin bottom 50. So push now. Let's go more. Maybe more extreme. Okay. So we got that. What the hell is going on? Oh, it's probably text align last. Why is this? Honestly, I don't even know what this property is useful for. That's better. It's so weird. Okay, now we didn't need to do our line. Let's go to our pseudo overlay. And qualities H2. I'm thinking, do I want to add a pseudo, or do I want to add it in line in HTML? I'm just going to add it in pseudo so it's less markup. Less markup, the better. That's the way I see it. So height, 2 pixels. With 100%, excellent. Bottom, let's do -10. Let's see how that looks. And left 0, great. Oh, position relative, because we are absolutely positioning something attached to it. So there's that. Let's go down some more. So margin bottom on the H2 needs to be more. And then we need to push this down -20. No, it needs to be closer. 15. And then maybe this needs to be 45. That's a little better. Now let's get this in the field. Actually, qualities. So the next one would be in the field. Qualities.sub. So I'm going to do, this one's going to be position absolute. So that means I have to put position relative on its container so I can position it around its container. Already top negative, I don't know, 20 pixels. Let's just see what this looks like. Color, primary, obviously. And font weight, font size, 40 pixels. And we need Illyrian black. It is black, yep. And then width 100%, text align center. Stop it with this last nonsense. Qualities.sub. Oh, sup. Can't forget display block because it is a span. So spans are displayed inline by default, and inline elements can't take heights and widths and margins and transforms. So just to keep that in mind, if you ever try to style a span or an A tag or an image, add display inline block or block so that you can do things to it. Otherwise, you're just going to bang your head against the table. Okay, so there's that. Let's bring you up some more. Actually, let's just do it manually. Wait a second, let me see. Something's off here. Cause it's not exactly centered. There we go. I had to do a left 0 so I can position it in the center. And it's top. So let's just take this, click this, and use our little arrow keys. Wrong direction. Right until right there. I think that's it. Yeah, it's down a little bit. We can still see a little thing in there for the D. And that's good enough. So -26. And I need to I need to add more padding bottom. Let's do 70. Not okay, no. A little more. Let's try 90. Okay, I'll take that. So there's that section. Oh, and the item. So you see this extra gap here? That's because the last item right here is actually having that margin bottom, so it's increasing this bottom. So what we got to do is remove it. So quality, item, last of type. So the last one, oh, sorry, here comes the yawn. There we go. Margin, bottom, 0. So you want to target the last one and take away its margin bottom so that doesn't mess up this. And on these issues, story, I actually want to do 50. There you go, 50. Yeah, sorry. Now it's like 12:30 in the night. Everyone's asleep now, so hopefully I can get through this without any interruptions. Every election is okay. So I remember that one. Okay, so that's down there. Honestly, what is this? Issues story. Focus. Let's text line center that. Not last. Let's text line center that. Seems like a very standout-y phrase. Let's put that in the center, which means I also want to do that for. Actually, I need to check this out because we made some changes. I gotta make sure this still works on mobile. Okay, so we got that push down, got that push. That's good. Oh, this thing, I gotta zoom in, zoom out, reset. Okay, got that. And there it is. Okay, yeah, I don't like that. So we're gonna go to landing, story. Oh, excuse me. Text line center. And then I think on tablet, that's where I want to text align left. So we're gonna go here. Alright, I gotta retrain this thing. Text align left. Why aren't you working? Oh, issues. There it is. So like, is it still centered on here? Yeah, okay. And back to responsive, that looks good. So that means on about. I know at least I'm gonna wanna do that. That'll work there. So, okay, so this is home. So we don't need the active menu here. So we gotta go up here. We gotta remove the class so this is the active menu class that gives the active menu thing. So let's go to Kent's story. And this is what it is so far. Pretty close. So now back to iPhone SE. So we got this in the field, got that, key issues, blah blah blah, yes. Very happy with how this turned out. Very unique. I like it. Good job, Ryan. Okay, so we're going to let's do our rotation, make sure everything works. And let's make these smaller. So on our qualities, our item, I want to do a max width of like 450, and then margin left auto, margin right auto. That's a little better. Not as, wide, easier to read. And so that's good there. Let's go to tablet. And let's move this guy. We gotta move this up, obviously. Let me see. So if I do responsive, so the bigger this gets, so maybe this image, maybe I do want, let's top 50%. So X and Y, but I want Y to be down more. No, not more, less. Okay, so that seems fine. So if I do this, that means it stays. Gosh, there's really no way around it, is there? It's just such an awkward image. So I am left with but what option? I have to remove it. So I'm just gonna have to get rid of this. Honestly, it's useless. It's not like I can lazy load it either. So because it's above the fold, so let's just add it as a background. I think that's just going to be the easiest solution here. I mean, it's even easier. Let's crop this sucker. Just like that. Well, no, let's do a custom. Let's add a little at the top, add a little at the bottom. Mobile. And we're going to load mobile. There we go, so that it loads a little better. And background position center, let's do 0%. All right, that's too much. Let's try 10. So this is the y-axis. 30, 50. I think, no, let's just keep it centered. I think the best option is to just give it some more height. There we go, 300 and 350. Now we got them, we still got them. Or maybe I do. Here's that. The bigger we get, God, what is, unless I make this get higher, 100 view width. Let's try that. So that as the screen gets wider, this also gets taller. And let's do a max height. What is this? 623. Max height 600. So it'll stop at 600 pixels. And that's when it'll do its zooming again. So when we get to iPad, it's not as bad. Okay. So I can live with this as this is now for mobile, that's fine. But now, landing.doggy, max height 400. That's just too long. I mean, they want the dog, right? That's such an awkward. Looks great on desktop, but just to recreate this look, this long image, we want the dog because it, you know, it conveys a good image. We don't want to not have it, right? So maybe I'm trying to figure out what I need to do it. How do I keep them? Because it's a long ass image. I honestly, I think I just gotta. I'm just gonna try and make it fit side by side. Width of 300 pixels. Let's go even less. So on tablet, whoops, that's our tablet. Okay, so let's give it a shot. So landing, a container, display, display flex, flex direction, row. Okay, and doggo needs to be order 2, and order 1. Okay, so we got that. And our width for content used to be auto, right now. 500. I guess that's how we did it. I'll take it. Get rid of you. Margin. I gotta get rid of this margin. Nice, we got more room there. And I think I need to move this over. So this isn't cool. That's margin bottom. Let's do 60. Get that space that they wanted so badly. And I'm gonna go into the sub. That's right, it's at the top. Get this up. And I'm just gonna I'm gonna do my little margin left thing. Now negative 100. I'm gonna move it over just to be in the center of that, so that this can come down. So doggo, margin bottom 0. So I think max height, let's do 5. Okay, and then let's have landing, margin bottom negative 100. So that margin bottom, instead of pushing away this section, it's going to pull it toward it like a little blankie. And I just want this to be overlapped right here, because that's what we have here, and that's what I want. So we're going to have that here, and I think, do we need more space? I think we need more space. Padding bottom, 100 pixels. A little more. I think that's fine. That's just close enough. So we go to our qualities again. Let's make our padding top and bottom 100 pixels, 0 left and right. Push these guys down. We got a bunch of orphans here. So, don't want orphans. Let's do qualities item. Max width 500. There we go. I'll take that. That's centered. Okay, and that's all done. There we go. So we got, that's tablet. And that's all done, so yay. And now, small desktop. So what we need to do, it's 359 from the top. So I need a padding on the landing. What was that? 359. Gosh, that seems like a lot. But apparently it's just right. Thinking about how I want to play this. Because I want this to line up. This. So, qualities. Okay, so I need to change. So this container max width of 11. I think I need to go and fix this. 622 on core styles. So with 100% and then max width, I think that's better. So this item. So first thing I need to remove the background on qualities. So qualities. Transparent, and now I need to do that on the container. Background is going to be transparent, or no, it's going to be our primary. And our container is going to be width of 96%. And it's going to be the same up here. Landing, I want to do what's our max width? I want our max width to be 1170. And same for this one down here. So now these two containers are matching. And so this container now I need to have so from this it needs to be 131 on top, 120 on bottom. So padding 131 on top, and it is 134, so let's just do 100 left and right, 120 on the bottom, 100 on the right. Let's see what this turns into. Alright, so we get that. I need to make these guys longer. So this is going to be our item. So let's just start with our item first. With 100%. Max width 100%. So this will be 100% the container with these little paddings keeping it. So we want that. So we'll keep it 100%. And now I got to do my H2 left. And then text align left. There's that. And now I gotta do our image, margin 0. And then I got item, display, flex, flex, direction, row, justify content, space between, because I want the space between them. So it'll force them to the left and right side of their containers, and the space between them will be maximized. And the flex direction row, I said row because I want it to go horizontal, and I don't want it to stack column, which is vertical. When we do this, we get this. And I want this to be aligned at the top here. So I'm going to do align items centered. No, not centered, dummy. Flex start. So I want to start at the top, and then the end would be the bottom. And we need 40 pixels. So this image needs to have a margin right of 40 pixels to push that over. And then it looks like, so if that's the box and that's the top, so 21 pixels. So it needs to be transformed 21 pixels up. So transform, translate y, negative 21 pixels, so that it can be where they need to be. See, they're not aligned with it. I use my little box to find out where the top of this is and where the top of that is. That was 21 pixels, and that's how I moved them up. And now I need, so this is 71 on the bottom. So I need the item, margin bottom of 71 pixels. Edit. Feels like I need more. Okay, so this is 20. What is this? 15. 15, come on. And then the line height is 26. This is 15. So this is 18. So I need to go back up here. Landing P, font size 18. Line height is 24. Okay, so now I got this set up the way I want it now. So now I can play with this and get it where I want. So in the field, we're gonna fix you. Come back here. Come back to Earth. There you go. So our SUP needs to be a top of 73. Pixels, and needs to be in line with this. So let's adjust that margin left value until it looks about in line with Y's stewardship, and then I think that's, let's see what that looks like. That's pretty close. Okay, margin left, negative 281 pixels. Okay, so that's where it's going to be now. And let's make this 335, 684. Landing doggy. That's 335. Height 684. Oh, sorry. Max height. And I think what I need to do is I need to make this position absolute. Set it to the right, and this is position relative, and I need to get rid of this margin. Three. And 63. That's 96. And that's 96. Oh, but the padding is also included, I think. Why is this smaller? Why are you? Because this should be lining up with this, but this is just, it's just inside. See, that's full on. Interesting. Oh, I think it's because of the padding on this. There we go. That's what I want to see. All right, 1024. So this is indented. Put this here, and that's the indent 125. So I want to indent content. Padding left. Let's do 100. I guess we can do 125. And then we can adjust our width here. Width of 500. Let's try a width of 600. Let's try and make this more responsive. 60%. Max width of, how wide is this? 525? Oh, it's only 525. Max width 525. So let's see. Let's do more. Let's do 70. Whoops. Let's do 80. 100. Oh, because this is split up. I think I gotta remove the flex on this. Display block. I gotta put a value on this bottom 0, and we're gonna go. What is this? 100. Negative 100 pixels. That goes there. Now this, do you have a max width? A max width of 525. Width of 100%. this isn't getting bigger. Huh. Very interesting. So instead of doing padding left, because it looks like the padding is part of it, let's do margin left. There we go, now that gets wider. So that's the 525. Okay, well these are getting weird right here. Right here's where it gets weird. So I need let's go 768. Container max width 750. So I want it to stay here because it looks like there's too much, there's too much space there. So if any screens below this, they had something weird. So when we go here, okay, that's 1024. Okay, so now this is where I gotta fix this. So this container set it being 100%. This content, let's make it 80 or 50. There you go, 50%. So that's 491. So at 50%, it will continue to grow. See, it'll grow and fill in the space until a maximum of 525, which is what it's supposed to be. So 1024. And I think this max width should be 170, so this is 335. That's 335. That's set, that's good. That's good. This is 100, so that means I got 100 here, 100 there, so something's got to give. So then qualities, let's get rid of you. Padding bottom is 0. Oh, whoops, I put on the wrong one. There we go, there we go. Okay, so this is set for 1024. Cool, cool. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, this is fine. This is fine. So now when we get bigger, that's where we stop. But it seems like I don't know, it seems like we got more to work with here. 1170, I push that over. This is 1170. It's 18, 525. So why does this feel like that's 335? It just feels like it's farther apart than here. Oh, also this is 20. Well, shoot. I guess margin bottom. Yeah. Shoot. Gosh, bless it. So down here, margin bottom, font weight, bold, font style, italic. Font size 18. See, that looks like on mobile. That's fine. This just don't feel right. I don't know what it is. $125. I know that's what that is. That's $525. I don't know. Something just does not compute with me. I don't know what it is. But I gotta put a period here. I guess I'm just gonna have to live with it. So we gotta move you in the field. Let me move you again. And right there, I think that was good. So down to qualities, back to in the field. Our SEP margin left at 1300. Negative 374. So we got that. What's the padding left and right again? So it's going to be 134 padding left and right. I lowered it because it was on tablet. So qualities container. Padding left, 134 pixels. Padding right, 134 pixels. Okay, and then that's going to change where you go. So let's do 341. Okay. And this needs more space. And I need to use a bigger picture. So on mobile, doggy qualities. Okay, here we go. Okay, I got doggy. So I need to reset this actually because I'm using the mobile one. So this has to be doggo regular. See, now that feels better. That feels a lot better. So this is bottom. Do I need to push this down more? Because it's supposed to be 359. That's 359. Also, let's check this margin bottom. Oh, maybe that's it. The margin bottom's not right. Margin bottom needs to be 108. So let's do margin bottom on this one. So that'll push that down, which will push this down, which will push everybody else down, and that's exactly what I was missing because I didn't have this space, which made this longer and gave us that space up there. Now, I think on 1300, I think that's where I'm going to add that gray line. So this box, let's go to qualities. Let's hit my qualities. Position relative. Okay, and then we're going to do qualities before. And let's go ahead and give that code a good copy. Okay, it's that gosh darn black 80%. So I need to do, that's just too much thinking. Screenshot, we're gonna screenshot this. We're gonna go to paint, we're gonna paste, and I'm gonna grab a color, grab that color, whoops. I'm gonna grab that color and we're gonna edit so it's 245 all the way around. So I need 245, RGB, 245, 245, and 245. So now I need this to be 1319. Left, and on the bottom. All right, and now we gotta do z index -1. So it's behind it, it is on the bottom, and it's exactly where it needs to be. That's easy. So I just added a pseudo element to the quality section, which is right here. And I set it to be at the bottom, which is at the line, which is where it's supposed to be in here. And I just set it to be its height, and its width is 100%, and set it at the bottom, and it just magically does what it's supposed to do. So, pretty happy with that turnout. This page is officially done. Now we just got to connect the others. Oh yeah, so this back to top. What we're gonna do. So how you do that is, so I got on all of my pages, main has main on it, and if you just put the hashtag main as your link, it'll take you there. So let's go to back to top, and right here. There it is, main. So it's got main on it. So when I click on it, it'll take me up to main, right up here. Pretty neat. Let's go up here. I think I got to do active menu is on Kent Story. Good. Logo goes, okay, that goes to index HTML. Okay, I think this is all fine for now. And now we're done with the about page. So it's got everything we need on it. Nice and easy. That wasn't so bad. So this looks pretty gosh darn close to what we got in this one. So no need for a mobile mockup. You know, we have enough information to make that decision on how to do that. So let's just, you know, so this is our mobile. And that was my decision to make it full width. It just seemed like it would make things a little messy if it had this white border around it, and it would feel cluttered and claustrophobic. So, you know, and mobile, don't be afraid to use your space. Just because something is not full width in the desktop doesn't mean it can't be full width in the mobile, and it works just fine. So it breaks up the content nicely and neatly, and it doesn't feel too claustrophobic. They have enough space to breathe. So, yeah, I think it works. And so let's go down our next page. Our next video is going to be this contact page. This so we got a little. This one's a little more interesting. I'm not getting paid enough to do this. I don't think I'm going to do it. Yeah. That sounds like a really pretentious thing to say, but you know, when I quoted this job, it didn't include these, and I don't want to do them because I could never, for the life of me, I can't get these checkboxes to work. It just says checked, and it doesn't say which one is checked, and I don't want to deal with it. So we just got our name, email. I think I'll just make a box that says I'll probably just make the input boxes with these as questions. And you just put yes or no, or whatever. Or I'll do a drop, or maybe I could do a drop down. But I'm not dealing with checkboxes. I can't get them to work. And I'm not getting paid enough to figure it out right now. This is a very cheap job here. For my designers, my designer knows a guy that's running for city council. So you know, I gave them a very friendly price, and man, this friendly price included a homepage, and like my templated interior pages. It did not include 2 extra custom pages. So I'm already doing more work, much more work than I originally quoted. So I'm just, that's not me being pretentious. It's just like I'm already going above and beyond on this one, and I can't do this here. I'm already so far into this. So it's just, and as a developer, those are the kinds of decisions you're gonna have to make. Sometimes you're gonna get, it's called scope creep, where the original like project has grown in size, and now you just find yourself being overwhelmed, or you're doing too much work, you're not getting paid enough. You quoted exactly for the project size as it was in the beginning, and then they add more things and more things, and now that average hourly that you would have gotten on the first bid, let's say if it was 60 hours, and you quoted of however many thousands of dollars, and now the extra work is taking you 80 hours divided by the same amount that you're being paid, so your hourly is actually going down. So these are the things you got to keep in mind, if it's worth your time or not. And if it is not, then you need to go back and you're like, look, this was outside of the scope of the project. If you want me to do this, it's going to cost this much money, and here's why. And spell it out, document it, and explain in detail why things take as long as they do. And that's probably what I'm going to end up having to do on this one. I'm going to have to ask for a little more on this, because this was definitely more than I thought I had to do. So it's just, those are the things that happens when you're working, and when you're working with designers as well. They think they don't know how hard a design is to code. They see a design, oh, this looks easy, right? Well, not exactly. I mean, yeah, this looks pretty standard, but just getting it to look exactly like this, and getting all the pieces to fit together and be responsive, and we have to plan that out, and we have to start on mobile, and we have to grow into that, and it's a process. However simple this was. I mean, you saw the planning and stuff we had to go through. Even on this, like this was Kyle really dialing back, and after I told him this is not going to be a complicated one, this is still what he put together, which was still, it wasn't hard, but it wasn't a walk in the park. We still had to get a little creative with this mobile. So I just keep that in mind, that if you're working with a designer or at a job, and you're not getting paid on the hour, you're getting paid by the project, and the project scope increases, don't be afraid to look out for yourself. You don't want to burn out. You don't want to have a little breakdown at the end because you feel like you are just drowning in your work, and you don't feel like you're getting the right amount of value for your time, and that just compounds on your mental state and how you feel about your work. So just be careful with that, and don't be afraid to ask for more, because it's work, and every little feature, however small, is work. I mean, it's time that's testing and browser testing, making it responsive, even just little simple blocks. So don't be afraid to stand up for yourself and say, look, this is going to cost this much, and I'm sorry, but this is how it is. If you want this is what it's going to be. And don't be afraid to hold firm, because what you're doing is a skill, and if they don't want to pay you for it, then obviously they'll go pay someone else for cheaper and get an even worse product, and then probably have regret and have to come back to you anyway to fix it. But don't let anybody make you feel like your time is worth any less because they think what you're doing is supposed to be easy. Because if it was easy, they'd be doing it and not trying to pay you to do it. Again, it's 1 o'clock and I get pretty preachy late at night, so I'm going to end this video now. Hopefully any of that was, hopefully that was good advice. Hopefully this helps anybody. So I will see you in the contact video. Thanks for watching.